This very existence that we're experiencing right now as a divine spiritual being residing in a human temporary body, knowing that these very things are made from spirit, but spirit is made up of unconditional, unified love. And that love is the reason why life created itself, and it's the very thing that life is going to continue to create itself from. Now, since you know you're from this divine inner love, sometimes our human tendencies could override our spirit, or our spirit could intertwine with our human tendencies to the point that we have this urging of connecting with our twin flame. Like we feel like that there's this one love in this entire existence that is meant for us, just for you. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips that might be blocking your twin flame from coming into your life. These very 5 tips will probably awaken you to realizing what may be blocking you from allowing that true divine connection that your soul so urges to have. Yo, awaken ones. It's another episode on the love of wisdom with this short little series, Deep Thoughts with Brittany. If you've been on this journey with me so far, I'm just so grateful to have you as a subscriber, and I'm so grateful that I can just be a messenger for you so you can walk on your spiritual journey feeling so empowered and proud to be the very being that you are. But if you're new to this channel, my name is Brittany Fontanez, and on this very channel, I speak about metaphysical, spirituality, self-development content, and honestly, so much more that my guides want to share with you. Now, if you're already watching this video, I highly suggest that you already like this video. You subscribe to this channel if you enjoy content that's going to help you develop a better version of yourself. And after you subscribe, you might as well hit that notification button to be notified of when I post videos, which is 3 days out the week. And lastly, follow me on Instagram as I post daily for your betterment and upliftment so you can walk on your spiritual journey with enlightenment and profound unconditional love for who you are and for who you are becoming. So let's jump right into this, because I feel that everything I've experienced in all of my relationships has given me this wisdom to express what real love in a relationship feels like to me. So I have my tips right here, because I wasn't gonna remember in mine. I wrote them all down. So 5 things that might be blocking you from your twin flame. Now, here's one thing I want to tell you guys before we jump right into these tips, is that one, watch this video if you already learned from your past relationships. If you already feel like you're in a place where you learn from your past relationships, where you feel like you are a better version, when you feel like you are ready to actually allow that love that you so desire, you already changed into the person that you feel like is meant to have that righteous love, then watch this video. But if you're in a place where you're desperate for love, and you feel lonely to the point that you don't like your own solitude, it just feels like isolation, then this probably would be the video for you, or not. But I urge you to take care of yourself before wanting to find love. And I say that with pure love, because I was in a place where I was desperate to find love, where I was desperate to have someone by my side. And when I did have someone by my side, I didn't feel complete. I didn't feel happy. I didn't accept them. I didn't accept myself, to the point that everything just turned into rubbish. And when it turned into rubbish, it just disintegrated. Like, things happened, but it never happened. And I started to realize that I was putting myself in toxic relationships, and I was being the toxic person, because I was so desperate to find love. But I wasn't happy with myself, so I knew I wasn't going to be happy with anyone else. So I had to learn to find that wholeness, that completion, that love within me before I could get it from someone else. Now, I'm not in a relationship right now, and I choose not to be. But the reason why is because I've learned my ways, and there's ways I do want to improve on. But I want to give you these tips because I feel like I've learned so much that most people don't know how to really put together what a true divine relationship is. And I feel that I have the very tips that might assist you with creating that soul love that you know you deserve. So let's jump right into the very first tip. And that is, when you want to allow your twin flame into your life, there is one thing that could be blocking you, and that is, are you listening to understand or are you listening to respond? The reason why majority of us, why relationships go sour very quickly, is because we jump right into the relationship and we never learn to listen to that person. Because you guys got to understand, when people are talking, they're telling you literally who they are. Literally. I would never forget my past relationships. There were so many red flags on the first date, but I bypassed them because I was like, oh, I just want to be with someone. I want to have this person. I just want to know. I just like, I have it. Why not have fun with it? That made me put myself in front of a bullet. I didn't dodge a bullet. I got in front of a bullet and I took it. All I'm telling you is listen to understand, because people are literally telling you who they are with their very words. So listen to understand. Don't listen to respond. Now let me switch this to another perspective. You may have had a few relationships and they didn't work out. Probably because maybe you might be the toxic one. And sometimes being the toxic one, you don't listen to understand. You just listen to respond, to express your perspective rather than understanding their perspective to make one perspective. So one, listen to understand, because people tell you who they are with their words. And secondly, listen to understand, because in order to have a divine, loving relationship, that person deserves to be understood just as much as you do. So let's jump right into the second topic. Now this is number 2 of what might be blocking you from your twin flame. I had to write these down because I wasn't going to remember these, but these were good things that I wanted to share with you guys. Oh, this one's a good one. Are you seeing them for who they are or for who you want them to be? That one's so important, because majority of relationships I've had, I've only see the perspective of what I feel like they could be, to the point I put them on the version that I wanted of my future spouse. I put them on a pedestal to the point that I didn't accept that person to allow them to be who they were, to the point that they feel like they had to live up to a standard they felt like they couldn't live up to. And in doing that, that cost me a relationship. That cost me a love that I could have surrendered to, that could have showed me a different perspective. So one thing that could be blocking you from your twin flame is that, are you seeing the person for who they are, or are you seeing them for who you want them to be? Because here's the thing. If you're seeing them from perspective of how they should be, you're not allowing them to express themselves as they truly are. And here's another thing too, I want to let you know. If you are seeing them from a perspective of on that pedestal of that perfect person or that perfect spouse, of how they talk, how they act, how they look, if you see them from that high-end perspective, you're not being real with yourself. You're not being real because you're thinking this perfect person exists, so that means I'm perfect too. Which makes you not allow the person as they truly are. To the point that that person is not going to express their true self, to be their best self, because you're not expressing your true self to be your best self. So see the person for who they are, not for what you want them to be. Now, let's jump right into the third tip that might be blocking you from your twin flame. And that is, this one's a really, really vital one. Is this person equal to me? Not for a partner to complement, but for one that resonates with you. Here's the thing I've come to learn. A lot of people are so focused on the chemistry of relationships, meaning that, we may have the same traumas, we may have the same story, we may have similar things that we may connect to, but there's no compatibility. You want someone that resonates with you. You want someone that equals you. You want someone that can understand your emotional state without you speaking. You want someone like that. You want someone that could resonate with you, that could get you, that could be there and be like, wow, I get that, I get that, I get that. That's compatibility, is where you both equal each other out. Not chemistry where you guys both resonate with some things and you guys just flip-flop because you're always in disagreement. You want someone that equals you, because when someone that equals you will trigger the good parts of you to be your best self. You want that. Not someone who just wants to be in a relationship because they don't know how to be with themselves. Never be a rebound, boo-boo. You deserve better. Anywho, fourth tip of what might be blocking you from your twin flame. Is this one. I want to explain this one. This one's going to be a deep one. But this one, I want you guys to understand how vital this is. Number 4. Is this the kind of person you want to exchange your sexual energy with? A person you could be vulnerable with. The reason why I put this in here and why it's so vital is because when you're exchanging sexual energy, you're being the most vulnerable that you can be. You're not only expressing your flesh body, but you're expressing your emotion. You're expressing your vulnerability, your insecurities, your traumas, your thoughts, your ideas, your creativity. You're literally pouring out everything of your being when you're exchanging your sexual energy. You want to be with someone where you feel like you want to exchange your energy with, because you want to be with a person that makes you feel like it's okay to be yourself, that makes you feel comfortable when you're exchanging your energy, and you want someone that's going to make you feel loved throughout the entire process. Because I've had some experiences where I would be in these relationships with people, and when we have sex, it felt so off. I didn't want to exchange my energy. I felt like my energy was too precious to give to them, because I knew they weren't giving them their self the love that they deserved. I knew they weren't doing the inner work the way that I was, and to the point that, why am I going to take some bad energy that person doesn't even work on to exchange my good energy that I do work on? How dare I do that to myself? How dare you do that to yourself? You want to be with someone that makes you feel alive when you are exchanging your energy. Not just a person that gets you riled up and lustful. You want someone that makes you feel like, I want to exchange this energy because I know it's going to improve, it's going to enhance, and man, it's going to make this connection so much more divine. So that's another thing that could be blocking from your twin flame, is you not being sure of who you want to exchange your energy with. You have to be sure on who you want to exchange your energy with, because this is going to be the person that's either going to build you or disintegrate you. It's up to you. But the sexual energy is so important because it's literally your life force. Giving your life force to someone who doesn't know what their life force is, oh, bro, you're just depleting your energy. You're just depleting your beautiful spirit that's meant to be given to a soul that knows what pure divinity is. So let's jump right into this last one, because this one, I know this video is longer than most of my videos, but all of this was so important to my heart that I wanted to share with you, because there's so many people out here desperate for relationships, but bro, there's things that are blocking you from allowing your twin flame. Most of the things that are blocking you is you blocking yourself. And these are these very things that I realized that blocked me from not only my twin flame of allowing just that energy to come in, but it was blocking my own love. It was just blocking my own love to connect with anything in this life. So that's why I wanted to give you these tips. So last one, and this is I can't stress to you enough how important this last tip is. But I want you to take this very seriously, because when it comes to love, you got to know that your twin flame is someone that lights a fire within you that makes you come alive. And that shit is so fucking rare. I want to experience that, and I want you to experience that. But you got to understand what you deserve, and you got to understand what could be potentially in your way that you're being oblivious to from you not allowing that love in. So last one, vital one. So listen deliberately. Have respect for yourself. Had to write this down. I apologize that I'm looking down. Have respect for yourself. Be patient getting to know someone. Because you want someone to respect you. Since you know that to respect yourself, because you know the value you bring, you want someone to respect the value you bring and who you are, rather than someone who wants you quick and treats you like a trophy because you're so rare. All of my relationships, I've been in relationships where they're very manipulating, emotionally abusive, and mentally intoxicated. And all of these relationships showed me how much I didn't have any self-respect for me, any love for myself, because these people just looked at me like I was a trophy. And what I mean by a trophy where you just put on display and you admire it when you feel like it. Fuck that shit. That's one main thing that could be blocking you from your love. And I feel like that could be blocking you from your very equal, is that you don't have respect for yourself. You don't take time to get to know someone, and you don't allow that person to take their time to get to know you. You don't allow those boundaries. You don't put those boundaries down to allow someone to understand the value that you hold. Because if you're going to give yourself away so quickly, you're telling that person that you are so cheap, that you're not deserving of something worthwhile, something worth extraordinary. So you're not having respect for yourself and taking time to get to know someone and making that person take their time to get to know you. You're not allowing that person to really express their true colors. Because when you want to allow your twin flame in, you want to take the time to listen to that person deliberately. And you're going to see how they act when you make them wait. Let me tell you, I have made people wait for sex. I have made people wait for a lot of things in relationships, to the point that they just blurt off pissed because I didn't give it to them. That means you weren't meant for me. And then I have some people that I give so quickly and they took advantage of it, and it broke me and it drained me. It depleted me to the point I didn't know who I was anymore. Have respect for yourself. Have patience getting to know someone so they can learn how to respect you and the value that you are. So I know this video is very long, but I really wanted to share those very 5 tips with you, because I feel like if you understand the blockages that are blocking you from your very twin flame, you will know how to implement new ways of allowing your twin flame to come into your life. And just know, the energy of your twin flame has to come through first before your physical twin flame actually appears in front of your eyes. Once you embody that energy, you will know what real love is, to the point you already will feel whole and complete without needing the manifestation to fruition. So those are my 5 tips on 5 things that might be blocking you from your twin flame, from your very equal. Now, if these tips resonated with you and you feel like they're so beneficial and actually lit up a light bulb in your mind that awakened you to realize, I see why that relationship didn't work out, but I see what I want now, hit that like button if this video resonates with you, and also subscribe to this channel if you enjoy content like this, and hit that notification button so you can be notified of when I post videos, which is 3 times out the week. And lastly, follow me on Instagram as I post daily for your betterment and upliftment, so you can walk on your spiritual journey with more enlightenment and unconditional love for who you are and who you are becoming. But until then, you guys, I'll see you on the next one. With bliss and love, I adore who you all are. Namaste. Have a wonderful night.